no puedo explicarle muy bien, más bien vamos a escucharlo.
Órale.
Tengo a little bit of comments here and there.
Okay.
Pero mira, para empezar el set, uno de mis favoritos grupos que me encanta escuchar cuando me siento un poco introverted. Okay. Y es Procrastinación 1 y 0.
Órale.
Los discos que compusieron estos muchachos, I mean, they're just excellent.
Man, this band.
Midwest emo from the early 90s. Y cuando no quieres escuchar a nadie, nomás have a soundtrack to clouds and dark clouds and I don't know. Vamos a la galaxia.
How fitting. Ándale.
Okay.
Vamos.
Y en mi vecindad, la banda elástica radio.
All right, we are live on El Face.
Hey, so what's up with the title, dude? Psy.
¿Sí?
No,
What?
CSI.
Oh, CSI?
Yes,
Yeah.
I. Like,
Yeah, CSI. Dude. It's like, you know, they're Ave Negra,
Salud.
grupo antes, they're just fun punk rock. They're fun garage. They're fun. You know?
Look.
Fun.
Diabólico.
What's up? Oh, shit. Pliny. Nice.
I've been saving this for a bit. I took a dry January. I was telling Chivo I was dry for January. Then I had a beer on the first, and then I got sick on the second.
Fuck.
So I haven't had a beer for a week after that. Salud.
So you guys are all good now?
Yeah. Still some cough, you know, but we're on the good side of things, you know. Cheers, Diabólico.
Cheers, brother.
Can't go wrong with that. I'm finding. We are live on El Face, on Mi Vecindad, on El Face, Mi Vecindad, on La Banda Elástica Radio, también en el Face de la banda, en our YouTube. Si quieren escuchar la música, no nos deja el Face tocar la música, so you have to go to the links. O si no, también a través de labandaelástica.com. There's a little button that says live radio. You can listen to what's playing and you could read about all these wonderful things. Un chingo de información sobre lo alternativo a través de labandaelástica.com. Y aquí estamos en mi vecindad ya en febrero. ¿Qué onda? Are you guys ready for el Valentine? No?
Yeah, llega ese.
Next week. Dude, it's like, I was like, today, it was like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm like, Tuesday? Shit. Tuesday. I got enough time. What the hell? No estoy preparado para el Día de los Enamorados, but you know what? Procrastinación 1, yo 0, man. Exactly what's going on right now. Not only the music that we're listening to, but
Ahorita pues estoy escuchando the minor scale of the bass line and the breakdown, and it just sets you up for the groove outro.
Yeah.
Where it's like
there's certain very
the sad thing is, I think como Ave Negra, I don't think que Procrastinación 1 y 0 exists anymore.
What? I thought didn't they?
They put out a single in el 2020, but they haven't done anything since then. And the singer's doing some acoustic solo stuff.
Okay.
So
well, that could mean like just his own shit in between stuff.
But you got to understand, this group's been around for 11, 12 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. This is not a new group. They've been around for a long time.
How much music have they put out?
Oh,
3 records, 2
Okay.
full lengths and a long EP, and then a single. Oh, and a split EP.
They've been out for what, 10 years?
No, desde 2011.
Oh, damn. So más o menos ahí le dan approximately like El Chirota.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're from Peru. So I mean, they might have been one of those groups that like missed the wave que estamos ahorita en like being kind of popular or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Or the comeback after the COVID.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of feels like that porque de hecho, así como Ave Negra,
Yeah.
you know, you see some presentations in 2000, but right at the early part. And then
Yeah, and then that's it. Yeah.
That's, Ceci Monster versus
Donka. También ahí de Perú. They
Remind me of El Mató, dude.
kind of, but they're definitely more on the American emo tip, Midwest style. La cosa es que la mayoría de canciones que tienen Ceci Monster are in English. They only have like 3-4 canciones en español. Almost the majority of it is in English. And their English is very well.
I wonder if they're in donde viven ellos, ¿no? Estos grupos, en esa parte de Perú. Because there's some cold ass places in Peru.
Yeah.
People they're all always wearing their sweaters and their little hats.
Yeah.
Está frío allá.
So does that mean that's why they sing in English?
No.
I'm trying to connect the dots.
No,
No,
he's just making
comparing
stuff
them
up.
to the Midwest. That fucking cold
I
and
see.
dark and for a
Mountains.
lot of,
Yeah.
you know, for
I was like, is this motherfucker going into like, oh yeah, they're from like an expatriate community in Peru or some shit?
Bajaron de los Andes, güey. Entonces ya están a este lado.
No, I think estos grupos are definitely influenced by early to mid 90s, you know, emo indie stuff, like especially Ceci Monster has even some like Jawbreaker type influences. You know what I'm saying? So they're a little bit on that tip.
They're similar, but they are very different.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So are they still around?
También igual, mira, tienen como desde 2019 que no han sacado nada.
Fuck.
You know, so I don't know. These are those grupos
más triste
that I've been fans of por 5-6 años más. And they just haven't put anything out. Y estoy como like esperando. And I
Una
don't.
pinche novia en el rancho.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do anymore. You know, like.
O novio, ¿qué es?
Well, it's like Biznaga. Remember Biznaga sacaron ese discazo. And what's one of the first things I told him? I'm afraid they might have peaked. And then el guitarrista salió like months later.
Wow. Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
been
like,
interesting to see qué sucede con ellos.
And so I'm always curious because coming from like the experience of playing in bands, I'm like, I can see the train wreck. Hombros descompuestos de Ceci Monster versus Donka. Antes de eso, Procrastinación 1, Yo 0 con la canción Galaxia como ayer. Dos grupos personalmente míos a my favorite tips por varios años aquí en mi vecindad. Very Midwestern y 90s emo sounding. A veces cuando quiero escuchar algo introvertive, some of my go-to bands to listen.
Están chingonas, dude, pero están un poco depri.
Pues sí, güey. Te dije ahorita cuando I feel introverted, you know, I listen to it, which also segues into the rest of my set.
Yeah, it does.
Okay? I was feeling a bit nostálgico al sonido de los 90s, and I thought of dos grupos me pegaron por cachetadas, and I remembered some of my favorite Soda Stereo songs and the group that's going to follow them. Pero Soda Stereo sacaron un disco como en el 94-95, Sueña Stereo.
Discaso, güey. Discaso.
Okay? Which was a soundtrack for all three of us. Okay, it was a soundtrack. And I'll explain what I mean by that later. Pero vamos con Disco Eterno de Soda Stereo, desde más de 25 años atrás.
Mi vecindad. Me sorprendió. When listening to it, I didn't. So because of the way como me lo mandas, Chivo, I just I just renamed the playlist and I copy it to my account, right? Which is, Manolo, you can do the same. Literally share it instead of sending a screenshot. It surprised me. I was like, wait a moment. I didn't expect to hear Soda Stereo. Like, and it was.
Mira, pues te comenté hace 2-3 semanas that hay veces that I feel that like we do such a tan buen trabajo tocando la música más moderna de los últimos año, 2 años, 3 años, 5 años, that we kind of forget de los 90s or early 2000s. A veces Manolo toca una canción, a veces yo, a veces tú, doctor, but, you know, we don't really, you know. So anyways, me senté un poco nostálgico, pero cuando pensé de esta canción y la canción que sigue, I swear to you, and I'm going to ask you openly and honestly, because I know I have, especially with the next song from Phobia. Have either one of you ever fallen in love when that music was playing in the background?
Yo primero. Ahora, ¿lo podemos platicar ahorita o replaticar cuando estemos al aire?
Okay, so think about it.
Okay.
Ahora, I will tell you honestly, I'm a yes for both.
Okay. Deja.
And I know, Manolo, if you don't say yes, you're lying through your teeth.
You know what? It may not have been playing in the background, but it may have been playing in my head.
Eso.
Okay. Well, I made sure it was playing in my background cuando el foco prendió.
Échale un ojo ahí en el Face a ver qué onda.
Hey, la Josie manda saludos.
Órale, Josie, un abrazote. Yeah, we got some on our other pages. Luis Alberto León, Flor María Gómez.
Don Diablo, of course. Manda saludos.
Ese mi Diablo.
Doc Chupes. He's
that
back.
Question goes out to Don Diablo también. I dare him to say he hasn't.
Ese güey es bien romántico, dude.
Pues sí, por eso. They think we're all rough and tumble, but we got our tender sides.
Yes. Saludos al Roberto Rocañol. Man, you remember Roberto from the Bay Area?
Rodrigo?
Roberto.
Roberto.
If you see him, you'd recognize him.
I'm sure, pero ¿cuál?
Rocañol. He would
Rocañol. Oh, órale. Okay, yeah. Okay.
You'd always hang out with los caipos and
yeah. No, yeah, I remember.
Los cats. So.
Yep.
Disco Eterno Soda Stereo del álbum Sueño Stereo. I
would play it on repeat.
Qué
you guys.
Qué grupazo. Es que es mucho las emociones, la verdad. Y estoy de acuerdo contigo y lo vamos a replaticar.
Okay.
Pero más en detalle, ¿no? Vamos en detalle. Ahora, ¿cómo Soda y cómo Fobia que sigue, ¿no? Hay una parte de la experiencia, ¿no? De nosotros que nos influenció a un nivel donde, pues, aquí seguimos en mi vecindad, ¿no? Echándole la gana.
No, bueno, en eso te respaldo completamente, güey, because like más de 30 años en este pedo, güey, you know.
Y oyes, y qué guapos estamos, ¿verdad?
Todavía aguanto, güey. You know, even at my age, man.
No, todos velludos. Bueno, uno de nosotros está bien velludo. Pero sí, muy, muy chingón. Todo lo que fue. Soda Stereo, ¿no? Paz descanse el Rapi. Se te extraña bastante, ¿eh? Estamos también bajo DiavloVision a través del Face, ¿no? DiavloVision, donde hay mucha información sobre lo alternativo y el show de Don Diablo también está ahí a través de DiavloVision. todos los domingos por las tardes. Ahora, normalmente cuando uno está rezando misa, estamos en el show de Don Diablo. Es una misa in itself, ¿no?
Dude, I think this is my favorite album they use.
¿De
Swing
eso?
Stereo.
De ellos,
Mhm, mhm.
y, como disco completo, yeah.
Ujú.
Creo que I have a couple more favorite tracks on other albums, pero they're singular, you know what I'm saying? Pero como un
Yeah.
disco, como un proyecto completo,
Right.
Sueña Stereo is like,
Yeah.
it's a soundtrack.
Dude, it's always a fucking journey. Just put it on and enjoy the fucking record.
Okay, pero con estas dos rolas, and maybe it was because of our age, como en 93, 94, when these coming, estábamos bien morrillos, we were like 20, 21, you know. Like I could remember specific moments during these songs when I was with a special somebody. And
What if you were with a special somebody that wasn't special?
Make it special.
everyone's special, dude.
You're
I mean,
right.
like,
Special. You're right. Cheers to
yeah,
that.
yeah. It was special for me,
Yeah,
you know. So I mean,
No, I meant more on especially an accident or a
oh
quickie or a onesie or
no. What I'm
noche
talking about is
eterna.
these were like real relationships. These
Nunca me pasó eso a mí.
eran algo serio, even if it was fleeting, but era serio,
No,
you
siempre,
know.
siempre fui serio. A todo. Sí, soy yo. Muy serio. Pudriendo en vivo. Oye, esta versión está muy buena, ¿eh?
¿Verdad que sí? Bueno, no encuentro el disco donde estaba originalmente no está disponible.
No.
And that is my
Yeah.
favorite Phobia disco.
You know what?
You know?
We could probably find it if we
I'm
ask.
sure we
around,
can, yeah.
You know.
Pero
Phobia está donde-
este disco, me acuerdo que fue mi esposa a verlos en vivo
Yeah.
hace como 5 o 6 años. No, poquito más. And se llevó sus amigas.
Yeah.
And she had a couple of friends, I think la Shana and Aaron went. And they didn't really know who Phobia was. I mean, they heard about him, pero nunca fueron. Well, the whole group ended up like falling in love with the singer.
Yeah, of course. Es lo que te iba a decir.
Because
Aunque está un poquito arrugadito ya, pero.
no, they were all like,
Está bien carita el güey, man.
¿Cómo se llama el güey from True Blood? That's what they were good. He's a vampire from True Blood. They were just like,
Yeah, I know.
they were just like,
Eric?
yeah,
Eric?
they were just like,
Eric? Well, no, not Eric. Eric? Wasn't
tall
it
guy.
the tall guy?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
Guy.
the vampire.
The other guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both vampires.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pero like, even like Aaron and Shana, who like didn't follow them 30 años atrás, were like, oh my God, he's hot. You know, like, so
You
they were
gotta
just
be
like,
vampiro looking to be in front of a mic.
yeah.
Esos cabrones todos secos, todos
Yeah.
dried up. You know, they're all like.
Pero
black.
esta canción,
Yeah.
for some reason, is just,
Hay algo muy especial de Fobia que la instrumentación no.
los primeros dos discos, mira, para mí, Phobia, yeah, a lot of people brag on them because they got 2 poppies, whatever, pero los primeros dos discos were very special, you know, igual con Caifanes, los primeros dos
Para
discos.
nosotros también es fue algo muy único. Eso no estaba, no teníamos nada de representación aquí en los Estados Unidos. Entonces, para nosotros, en México también, o sea, aunque, you know, I don't think it was poppy. I think more of it as, you know, the very, easy listening alternative, you know, very dancing.
Esta versión está en vivo.
No, es muy buena, pero como dices, no encontramos, no existe en la grabación original del estudio, the studio recordings, no, not anywhere. Me acuerdo hace.
I wonder if that record was on Culebra and not on BMG, even though BMG bought Culebra. You know.
Culebra has stuff on, pero no la encontré ni en Amazon, ni en.
It's nowhere. No.
Ni no para comprar nowhere.
No. So the rights got lost, basically, you know.
Yo creo que tiene que ver eso. Así es que si tienen la grabación de Pudriendo de Fobia en CD, Por favor, mándenos una copia. Turning on mics.
Bueno, acabo de escuchar a Fobia con la canción Pudriendo, que para mí es mi favorita canción de Fobia. Por casi más de 30 años. I've been listening to this. Bueno, estábamos hablando fuera del aire. En específico, esta canción Pudriendo de Fobia. Y antes de eso, Soda Stereo con Disco Eterno. Les pregunté a ustedes, chavos.
Chavos rucos.
Había una época cuando, bueno, para mí personalmente, when I was listening to these songs, yo me acuerdo vividly moments of falling in love with someone special during these songs specifically. So I dare you.
Te contesto.
A ver.
Contesto yo primero. Fíjate que había ciertos álbumes, ¿no? Certain CDs, porque eran CDs, que exactamente es lo que pasaba. Para mí era más la emoción total de escuchar
claro.
Todo el disco y pensar en esos momentos, ¿no? En escuchar a Soda Stereo con esta canción Disco Eterno de Sueño Stereo, te lo juro que me regresó a ese momento universitario durante esa era donde estaba yo en mi depa o en el dormitorio o somewhere, ¿no? Durante un día casi bonito con el sol y ahí junto a la playa y todo ese pedo, ¿no? Y me recordó mucho esas emociones amorosas, definitivamente. Pero más para mí fue el recuerdo de esos momentos que para mí estos CDs, en especial como este, eran muy importantes en lo que estaba pasando conmigo. No, yo creo que
en esa época, esa era.
Ese crecimiento, ese desarrollamiento en los Estados Unidos, en la universidad, aquí, no, como México-americano latino, you know?
Yeah. No, también igual, man. Hay varios álbumes que, que compartes con la persona que you're with en ese momento. Soda Stereo definitely was one of them.
Yeah.
También another one that comes to mind was Santa Sabina. That was another album that.
No, son varios. I was just thinking like, estos dos para mí eran like top 5, top 10, easy. You know, the soundtracks. Y el disco de Soda Stereo, was definitely top 3, you know.
Fíjate,
pero como un disco completo.
Yeah. Cerrati did it for me también cuando sacó
Amarillo.
Amarillo. Man, that's just another slap in the face. Las nalgas.
I mean, come on, even Miguel Mateos tried to get on that, dude.
Get out of here.
Bueno,
peace and love.
Se nos va a ir la hora, güey. We gotta keep going.
Dale. Sigues.
So, siguiendo por el mismo camino.
A ver.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Okay. You got it. I got it. I hear you.
And I want to say that Viva Belgrado, I can say si hubieran sacado estos discos de ellos en lo que era 93, 94, 95, 96, we'd be talking to them en el mismo contexto.
Yeah.
Okay. And this next song would be easily in a soundtrack of that Mi Vecindad via Amores Perros.
Yeah.
Y Tu Mamá también soundtrack movie. Vamos a escuchar Por la Mañana Temprano de Viva Belgrado. And if you don't know what it is, do yourself a favor and check it out.
Ulises, listen to that album. Mi Vecindad, Banda Elástica Radio.
Yeah, it kind of leaves you a little bit speechless, huh? Yeah. No, it's true. I feel that if those dos o tres discos de Viva Belgrado would have been in the mid-90s, they would be talked about in the same reverence as some of the bands we just mentioned before.
No.
You know?
Ahora lo importante de que están ahorita, o sea, que fueron ellos, ellos son nuestro todo estéreo, por decir, ¿no? Nuestra fobia, por decir, ¿no? De lo que está pasando en la música actual. Y
Es de la nueva era de, como
Hey,
capítulo
wait,
3 de
they're
mi
gonna
vecindad.
flag you, fucker.
¿Me? Oh,
No, al G, yeah.
Oh, ¿qué
Okay.
dice?
Oh, I think se escuchaba la música.
Oh, really? Where?
I think it's me.
Oh, it's you? Like,
A veces me gusta escuchar
I'm
el
like,
soundtrack.
I did something y no, but I'm like, oh, did I fix it? I've never been able to do this.
Mira, the funny thing,
Like,
de Belgrado,
ajá.
hace como, like, como 6, 7 años atrás, cuando nos topamos con Diablo Belgrado. This was the very
Yeah.
first song we ever found from them. So, la primera canción que mi vecindad ever played was this song. I didn't know what to think. I was thinking, Manolo, do you remember that? And tú, G, you probably remember.
Yeah.
That Bay Area rap hardcore group called Consolidated.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that group.
This song kind of reminded me of like a weird version
I hear you.
of that trip hop with the hardcore feel.
I was gonna say that the hardcore, lyrics and the lyricism.
And no, y luego la música también, like just
Because
in
they had
general.
live.
Y luego I devoured the album as a whole, Ulises. And it basically made me like hold my breath for like,
You turned me on to them, and
and it was like, yo me acuerdo like texting Manolo un día, like, I no sé, a la medianoche, like, you have to listen to this group. Years ago, going like, este es un grupo que like, bam, like it's gonna. Y son muchos que tocamos aquí en mi vecindad, pero lo que quiero dar a entender, this reminds me of aquella época where it would have been trascendiente para mi vecindad. It would have been like, help me out, guys.
Más allá de trascendiente, yo creo que es igual que nos pasa en general a nosotros. Fíjate.
Hey, sorry, I was monitoring the chat.
chat.
Agui Estrada. Sí, dice salud, one love.
Loggy.
Loggy Bear.
Lo que pasa es que a nosotros nos importa dar a conocer los grupos porque we really, really like them, ¿no? Entonces, para nosotros yo creo que ¿qué es lo que está pasando hoy esta noche en este playlist? Es el impacto emocional de todas las canciones, lo nostálgico, lo más actual, lo más recién, ¿no? Con estos grupos. Ahorita estamos escuchando bajo nuestras voces a Bananas.
Mira, cuando estábamos el año pasado, me tocó con este grupo a través de Belgrado. Because this is the song on el disco de Bananas, donde el guitarrista y el vocalista throw down with Bananas.
Wait,
so
pero
it's a collab.
¿Quién canta? ¿Los de Banana y los de
Bananas? No.
Bananas, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Que es en
Euskera. They're from País Vasco. So you can see la influencia es como un grupo de Belgrados having, no nomás en lo que es España y País Vasco, pero I dare say a un nivel mundialmente, because I mean they're all over the place. Even there's a lot of Anglo kids in the Midwest listening to Via Belgrado because they're on another level.
Man.
Are they from Madrid?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Que para decirte honestamente, for them to be collabing with un grupo de País Vasco is already pretty
You know why it happens? They know music and good music.
Yeah, pero políticamente you don't miss oil and vinegar,
Es que I think there's more to that. And
there is. There is
I
more.
live in the Midwest area,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So estamos regados.
Yeah.
Igual seas Latino o no, there's people who understand this. You know,
Yeah, I
necesidad
definitely would.
humana.
I would want to hear a little bit more about their collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to one day. I mean, I'd love to interview Via Grado, but even Bananas and a bunch of the other bands, like, you know, especially bands from Donosti and places like that. I mean, they come from a different tip. The mentality is totally different. Es como decir un americano, but they live in Puerto Rico or Hawaii or Guam. Like, yeah, but, you know, you're different, you know, and respectfully so.
Estamos escuchando bajo nuestras voces a Bananas con la canción Zama.
Con Via Grado es una colaboración. I don't know. Las canciones que cogí esta semana es very, I didn't know what I was feeling.
Fíjate que lo que estás
no era-
sintiendo es lo que yo sentía en el Midwest.
¿sí?
Cuando estaba frío por tantos pinches días. Turning on mics.
Eso fue la canción Zama por el grupo Bananas, pero es una colaboración con Viva Belgrado. Antes de eso, Viva Belgrado con la canción Por la Mañana Temprano. Two very, very good representantes de la nueva ola de post-hardcore emo de Madrid y de País Vasco. I just felt totalmente frustrado hace una semana atrás. No tanto depri, pero más frustrado, more just intense emotions. Y luego cuando me reclamó Manolo, it made sense. Manolo me dijo una noche por texto, ando tan frustrado, ando tan abultado, ando tan enojado. I don't even know what I feel over the beating that happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I want to get into that in a little bit for sure.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pass it off because el set mío ya terminó por esta noche. Vamos a seguir más canciones buenísimas aquí en mi vecindad. Man, I even sound bummed out. ¿Qué onda, dude?
Te digo que son muchas emociones, vamos a seguir con más música, pero sí, no, y sí, Manolo nos dio a, para mí fue más hay que aceptar que cuando hay frío en el corazón y esas tendencias que todavía tenemos como humanos de no aceptarnos unos a los otros, rinde mucho la violencia. Vamos a seguir.
Manolo.
Okay. So voy a empezar mi set. La primera artista, es Amanda Pujo. Y esta es la única canción de mi set original. El set que originalmente tenía para esta noche era un poco diferente. Pero esta canción sí, sí era parte de ese set. Esta chica es de Pilar, Argentina. Es una cantante solista, pero anteriormente formaba parte de un dúo con una actriz francesa y se llamaban Oxymora. Este grupo existió por 4 años, desde el 2016 al 2020. Amanda se fue solista, empezó a hacer una carrera solista hace 2 años y esta canción es totalmente diferente al resto de su álbum. El resto de su álbum es un poco más lento, un poco más tranquilo, a little, kind of, I don't want to say folksy, pero definitely más tranquis. This song, porque sí, sí había escuchado tu set y esta canción was one of the songs that I was going to play to complement your set. So let's just listen to the song and then
all the songs compliment it. It just goes,
Yeah.
it sounds like a soundtrack, honestly.
Yeah, and then when we get into some songs, un poquito más, I'll talk a little bit more about what was going through me, lo que estaba procesando.
Bueno, seguimos aquí en mi vecindad a través de la banda Elástica Radio y DiavloVision.
Yeah, this fucking song, dude. I think the song's fucking awesome.
Well, I love the way you went from, because I wouldn't say they're ballads, from ballads to like anger and back again. And the funny thing is, así me estaba sintiendo yo por días. So I was kind of going back and forth, you know, do I love? Do I hate? Do I want to scream? And y era all the above. You know what I'm saying? So the more I listen to the set, the more I realize que, bueno, sí, suena como un set como de mi vecindad, but it sounds more like a soundtrack to a tragically beautiful movie.
Yeah. Could be a fucking soundtrack. It should be a soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It should be a soundtrack because it's all over. Yeah. It's all over.
Es el soundtrack de nuestras vidas, la verdad.
Yeah. You know.
Lo que está pasando con nosotros, ¿no? Nuestras relaciones, la vida cotidiana, or whatever we're doing, you know, be it work or impacted by society. No. Se refleja mucho en el playlist de mi lista. Y bueno, no hay santos, Amanda Pujo.
Yeah. So each of the songs, because it was essentially an emotional journey, and each one of them is like a different emotional state, either through the song or through the title of the song. And this one, to me, was just about how it's basically just disappointment. You know, Tyree Nichols, man, he was, I mean, from everything that I've read, he was like a fucking good guy, you know? And it's just like disappointment, man. It's like you can
honestly, Manolo, even if he wasn't a great guy, no human being deserves.
Yeah.
What?
It's so to me, the song is just like, it's just disillusionment. It's like you can, te puedes persignar, you know, puedes, you know, and it's just like come across fucking some fucking gung-ho fucking
power hungry.
Power monger fucking
or
law
just
enforcement,
or just a person with a lot of hate, like misplaced hate, you know, among other things.
Yeah,
man, Manolo, you're supposed to be cheering me up, bro.
Yeah, no, I definitely is the. So yeah, that to me was just like, you know, it's like no hay santos, dude. It's like
Bueno, ¿qué opinan ustedes que están escuchando allá en Radiolandia de, bueno, no nomás el sé que estamos tocando esta noche, pero lo que está pasando alrededor del mundo, específicamente estamos hablando con the beating of Tyree Nichols a couple of weeks ago. Esta canción, I really like. It made me, you know, when you smile when you're crying and you have that moment of like, it reminds me of muchas razones that, I mean, Diamante Negro I like, I really do. Pero esta canción reminds me a little bit of una de las canciones de Las Ruinas, where it's just almost too smart for its own good. You know when you dumb it down so much, but it really isn't dumbed down. It's actually witty as all you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yeah. No, it's
There's
just kind of,
say about mental health. I mean,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
nurture that we need, and I think
Yeah.
that happens too here a través de la música que tocamos.
Mhm.
Aceptar, reconocer, ¿no? Y darle su espacio.
I mean,
Tuning in, Mix.
okay. All right, so acabamos de escuchar a la canción Ansiedad de Diamante Negro de Barcelona, España.
tengo ansiedad.
Esa canción salió hace 2 años. El álbum fue Deseo Querer. And okay, so now I'm going to just give you guys a little bit more information, qué es lo que estaba sucediendo. So cuando escuché las canciones que mandó el Chivo, parte de lo que hago en mi trabajo personal, ahorita we are doing sheriff oversight. So estaba leyendo muchas de las respuestas. We did some surveying of a community aquí in Marin County. The only area in Marin County that has African American community. Yeah. And a lot of the answers were they don't feel safe. Why is it that in our community they use as a training ground? So a lot of like really honest answers. And también on the ride home es cuando leí las noticias y vi el video de lo que sucedió con Tyree Nichols, and it just fucking hit me hard. So the songs that I picked, la primera es de Amanda Pujo No Hay Santos, Disappointment, Disillusionment. La segunda canción, Diamante Negro, Ansiedad, because I was feeling a lot of angst. Luego la siguiente canción que sigue es de una banda que se llama Plástico y el nombre de la canción es Prende la Luz. And this song is about sorrow, sadness. I mean, that's what was going through me. So my set list is essentially and I'm still feeling a little bit come up, but it was the emotional journey. And I'll just leave it at that.
Bueno, seguimos aquí en mi vecindad a través de la banda Elástica Radio. Let's hold hands. Dang, sometimes we're like,
Real, man. Real is
no,
true.
I know. I'm just like, we have been some broken individuals for so long. And I think that's why, si no saben algo personal de nosotros tres, es que en nuestras vidas privadas, además de ser borrachos, amantes de música, punk rockers, you name it.
Sexy.
Yeah, that too. We are all social workers and we have been for decades. Desde chiquitos nosotros queremos cambiar el mundo y si no era por música, era por otras maneras. And nosotros tres have always put our money where our mouth is, and we are still doing that to this day. Y that's why we're not rich. But, you know,
never was the intention.
You know, la mera verdad, estaba en un entrenamiento el otro día, el martes por la mañana, y estaba entrenando. Tenía un grupo chiquito que estaba entrenando for a training that I conduct. And eran 3 muchachos entre 21, 22 y 24.
Jovencitos.
Yeah, jovencitos. Might have been me, you know, han sonido atrás. And por la gente que me conoce personalmente, I go off tangents sometimes. I go off track. Even though I'm in the same field, I go off track. And sometimes I preach a little bit about human nature, blah, blah. And it's all revolves around the caregiving that we do. And at the end of the training, 2 of them took me to the side y me dijeron, ¿sabes qué? I really appreciate you talking to me and not at me, and making me feel that our mistakes can be done together. Like, in other words, I more bring them up to, you know, And I said thank you. I didn't think about it, but when the day progressed, me llamó otro compañero Felix del trabajo. Me dijo, man, what did you tell these kids? Because they're still talking about what you guys did in the training. And I looked at him. I go, I just kept it real, just kind of like you and I have always done in our jobs, you know. And they were very, very. So they complimented también a él y a mí, saying like, why does everybody act so old in this company? You guys act so young, and we're not. We're old guys.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, just keep it real.
Authenticity, man, vulnerability, connection.
And the funny thing, it all revolved around caregiving, you know, and how to, you know, take care of them and yourself at the same time. Because we're all kind of broken, man, you know. Man, Manolo.
Broken but mending a través de la música.
Y los que no saben, el Dr. G, the reason he's called Dr. G is because the guy's a genius psychologist, man. But I wouldn't want to be his patient, bro. I've cleaned up his puke in my car. For real.
Dude, pero esta rola, Prende la Luz, dude, it's just fucking beautiful, dude. It's such a fucking beautiful song, man.
It is. The funny thing is, for some reason, I love Dead Heroes and Diamante Negro more because they made me at least smile. You know, when you, like I was trying to say when I was listening to Diamante Negro, you know, when you're like crying and your heart's broken, and then you have that flash where somebody says something and you smile. Those two songs were a little bit more on the, oh, well, maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's where I think I'm going to touch on that, because there actually is. There is.
Yeah. So that's what I get out of this whole set. You know, love, amor, enojo, frustración, desilusionamiento. Yeah. A lot of weird shit. But good music. Really good music.
Yeah. So esta banda, dude, they've been around for 25 fucking years, dude.
Plástico?
And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I didn't really know a whole lot about them.
They're like a jam band, though. They play a lot of, I mean, they're very alternative, pero they play other genres. And I think,
yeah, they're all over the place, man. Ska, funk, reggae, soul, rock. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it surprised me. This song surprised me. I was like, wait a moment. And I was like, wait.
Huh.
And I was like, very alternative, but you know, who is this? You know? Pelear para vivir.
Now, I want you to tell me more about Dead Hero.
So Dead Hero is,
I love being blown away. Like, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they're fucking badass. Y también I just came across them recently. They're from Bogotá, Colombia. Punk Hoy. This song is 5 years old. Salió en el álbum La Vida Continúa. They're on Bandcamp, man. All their shit's on Bandcamp. They have their 5-song demo tape is on fucking Bandcamp. They have a 12-inch, 4-song, 12-inch. It's on Bandcamp. They have an album. They also have a split, which I haven't listened to yet, with a band called Todo o Nada. And that just came out 2 years ago. So I'm hoping that they're still around.
Okay.
Yeah. Esa agresión es muy bonita.
Oh yeah, this fucking song kicks ass, dude. And the title of the song, dude, Pelear para Vivir, man. I feel like us as people of color, that's our fucking existence, man.
Es una historia, ¿no? Esa estruga que nunca termina. No, pelear para sobrevivir. Y imagínate que eso está pasando en todos los países del mundo, y especialmente con la minoría, ¿no? Como les dicen, la minoría, ¿no? Turning on mics.
Ok. Acabamos de escuchar la canción Pelear para Vivir de la banda Dead Hero de Bogotá, Colombia. Es una banda de punk hoy. Esta rola salió en el álbum La Vida Continúa del 2017. Anterior de eso, escuchamos a Plástico la canción Prende la Luz de su álbum de hace casi 20 años, del 2004, Mondo Groovy. Y esta banda es de Guadalajara, Jalisco. So, este playlist, it helped me process my emotions, lo que estaba sucediendo durante ese tiempo. And yeah, así es como salió. So la última canción, especially, it's just, the rage, just being pissed off at the militarization of law enforcement, and just what are their priorities? Are they in place to protect property and uphold white supremacist values? Well, definitely not to protect the people of the community. So if there are police oversight conversations that are happening in your community, take part in them. They have some of the largest budgets. They're becoming more and more militarized. And are they there to protect people of color, or are they there to subjugate their communities? So, pelear para vivir.
I think most of them just forget to be human. Dude.
Yeah. Vamos a terminar esta noche con la realidad de que la estruga continua y va a seguir. A través de los playlists y la música que tocamos aquí en mi vecindad, vamos a darla a conocer cómo nos sentimos y por qué. Muy importante es el reconocimiento que estamos aquí, estamos juntos y nos vamos a apoyar. Hoy, esta noche, terminamos con lo que pensé para este año. Es de los grupos que ya están cumpliendo más de 20 años, que ya se convierten en los clásicos, ¿no?
Yeah.
¿Y qué tal con el tema de esta noche? Con este grupo que se llama San Pascualito Rey. Gracias, Bolillo. Turned me on to them many years ago. Sufro, se llama el álbum. Te voy a dormir es el título de la canción de este grupo de Ciudad Satélite, Estado de México, ¿no?
Y tenemos amigos que son de Satélite, or close to Satélite, Chiluca.
Oh, nice. And, uno de los colaboradores de La Banda Elástica, de hecho, a través de la Banda Elástica, labandaelástica.com, es uno de los miembros guitarra eléctrica, Vicente Jauregui. Es parte de La Banda Elástica. A muchos de los artículos que están ahí son precisos por Vicente. Gracias, Vicente. Gracias, San Pascualito Rey. Gracias, Chivo. Diabólico. Terminamos esta noche con Te voy a dormir de San Pascualito Rey.
Hasta la próxima semana, muchachos. Agur.
Buenas noches, cuídense.
Mi vecindad.
Yeah, the whole set, the entire set from top to bottom, is soundtrack. I was thinking like, Amores Perros, Matando Cabos, like that type of like avant-garde, young,
And darky. You're thinking about one of those darky, Amores Perros is super dark. I mean, really look at like the theme and
beautiful. Like you have to watch it.
Oh, yes.
But it's a train wreck, like.
Yeah. It's mucho movimiento y muchos, all the scenes and it bounces around.
Yeah.
Esta canción de San Pascualito Rey y mucho de este álbum, Sufro, me recuerda mucho a los boleros o ese experimental. Tipo, el que hizo soundtrack for like Ren and Stimpy, el mexicano, what's his name? Lara, no? He did the soundtrack and Cherry Blossom, I think it was one of the popular jazzy experimental feels to it. Y esta canción me da eso. Y además del tema, ¿no? El tema, you know,
De la noche.
de la noche, you know.
Dude, this song is I have visions of somebody being at the bar, walking up, you know, with his like whatever cocktail a una persona and just saying, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Juan Garcia Esquivel, not Lara. Lara was, me and actually Lara were talking about Juan Garcia Esquivel cuando he was proposing to take, he did take Pastilla over to Mexico in Mexican sound system guy. Pero Juan Garcia Esquivel, it reminds me of that. Which, you know, a lot of his music is used for Ren and Stimpy. You know, the composition for the music. Y bueno, gracias Facebook. Esta noche vamos a recomendarles que a través de DiavloVision, la banda elástica radio y mi vecindad pueden reescuchar esto. En el Apple Music va a estar ya, de hecho lo voy a publicar de una vez, para si quieren escuchar el playlist a través de Music, a través de Apple Music. Ahí están en mi vecindad. Busquen a mi vecindad en Apple Music y van a ver los playlists de esta noche. Ese es 259. Y bueno, gracias a todos los de las redes sociales en video.
Chido, man.
Buenas noches.